Adam, what was the feeling at three-quarter time, given the attrition rate and the fact that you were right in the game?
It was good, yeah. We'll take a lot from today. So, Fremantle better side, ran over top of us in the last, but that third quarter was really resilient. I think we're probably going to lose 6 or 7 players from today. So, second quarter was disappointing, in particular. I think we kicked 5 points. But the third quarter was, one of the better quarters we've played in my time here.
You mentioned 6 or 7. I could only count 5. Who were the other 2 then?
Well, we'll have to wait because they were out there.
Yeah.
There's no choice. I think I said to him at three-quarter time, in juniors you don't want to come off. Well, that's happening this quarter. And then Liam went back on at stages and was pretty brave. And in the end, we got overwhelmed, and they were a better side, and we tip our hat to Fremantle. But internally, the numbers, contested possessions, ground balls, clearances. I know we went down by 3 or 4, but the hit-outs were like 80 to 18. And we're working really hard on our method around the contest and transition. So I thought, we'll take some real positives, but we lost. So we need to get on with that and look at Melbourne next week and draw upon some of our players who played Waffle Eagles yesterday. But we're glass half full on today.
What do you know at this point, Adam, about the injuries to Shuey, McGovern and Cripps?
Well, yeah. Cripps is in hospital with a broken ankle. McGovern looks pretty serious. Who's the line? Shuey? Yeah, I'm not sure on Boots at the moment. Witherden's the concussion protocol, I think some question marks on that, but he didn't come back on. And there's a couple of other boys I won't talk about, and you'll probably read about in a couple of days.
That first injury of Shuey was pretty significant, wasn't it?
Well,
Because he had you going.
He was going well.
Yeah, he had you up and about.
Yeah, well, with the first quarter was, it was pretty hot, and we had opportunities Saturday. In the second quarter, they had the better of us with their transition and their speed. But Luke was keeping us in the game, and he went out maybe pretty early in the second, was it? 5-10 minute mark. Which we had to adapt, but then we lost Witherden and Cripps all in that second quarter.
McGovern,
yeah. It was like a 5-10 minute period. So, but we still had our chances, and we changed a couple of things at half time to try and adapt to what might be a lighter rotation. I think we ended up with 50. It worked for a while, but in the end we got overwhelmed.
Have you ever seen anything like it, just that amount of injuries?
No, well, last year round 2 we debuted 5 waffle boys.
But more so
within a game. Nah, we were good at coming up with firsts in the last couple of years. So it's just the game. So we're not crying poor. We're not complaining. It's collision and soft tissue combination. So, but the resilience piece is really important for us. The last few years have been tough, and so the message at half time was around that. And I thought, we held our own for as long as we could.
With Ryan, I guess we were worried about his neck and head when we saw him before, but it ended up being something.
Well, I don't know what it was. So he went back on, didn't do any more damage, but we don't know what. Could be 5 things wrong with Liam. And I said to him, mate, if you come back on, can you just play out of the goal square? Unless Bailey needs a rest, then you're going to have to play high. So he was pretty brave going back on.
And I'm curious to know, what were your thoughts on that 50-metre penalty where he was clearly struggling just to even move and he was trying to get to the mark?
What do you do? Yeah, there was 2 or 3 there I didn't quite get, but I was on the boundary line the last half, so I didn't. It's hard to see from there. You become a bit of a supporter when you see a free kick you don't understand. So I'll hold my judgment.
Was coaching from the boundary sort of about what was happening with all the injuries and wanting to be down there?
Yeah, it was. I mean, every club has stages where they go through things like this, and connecting with the younger guys as well. Changing some stuff up at half time was important that we got that right. But in the end, I turned around to provide a bit of support to the players, but there's no one on the bench, so I was just talking to the other coaches or the bench people. So in the end, I was just watching because there's no one on the bench to talk to. But yeah, we made a couple of moves here and there that worked well, and then we got worked out with Freo's, their speed in the last 15 minutes in particular, and their run and dare, which they've been doing all day. We couldn't keep up.
Do you address all those injuries with the players after the game and sort of jump on the front foot about what you're going to be coming up against now?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, we've got Melbourne this week, and then we've got Geelong, without looking too far ahead. So, we had a good game yesterday at Waffle Eagles. We had 14 players play, had a good win, and, we'll be able to use some of those kids coming through and get on with it.
What would Elliot Yeo's chances be?
I hope they're
at
good.
this point?
Yeah, I hope they're good. So he's a chance of playing. So we'll assess that during the week.
Adam, that first quarter, your handball to kick was almost 1-to-1. Was that by design, or is that how you went into play, or was that just the way it panned out?
We're I think it's different for me personally. I've been here 10 years, and we need to evolve with the competition. So 12 months ago, we recognised there's some things that need to change in our game. And we just didn't get a good look at it last year. So tried to be competitive last year. And then this off-season and pre-season, we worked really hard on some things that we think suit the modern game. And we saw a really good glimpse of it last week, not much in round one. And today I thought we saw some more of it at stages. So we're not going to get it right. We're going to be up and down. But we think we're heading in the right direction. So it's set up for the short and long term, hopefully. But, what happened today will be interesting to see how we handle it. But yeah, we're on a different path than we were 3 years ago.
Adam, how disappointing was it to see the scoreline blow out, I guess, to 41? You closed within 2. It was really gutsy to fight that way back and then to see that final margin.
Yeah, but we played to win the whole game, so we didn't try and conserve or, we played to win, and in the end, Freo is a good side, and they made us pay for some mistakes, and the way we ended inside 50 in the second quarter in the last 20 minutes, their opportunity to rebound we couldn't stop it. So, they got some really good, sharp, quick players, especially in the front half, and they came into the game throughout the whole day. Really, they slightly tweaked the way they've been using the ball, and it worked really well for them.
Just in terms of the heart they showed, especially in that third quarter, how proud are you of that, and what can you do to bottle that up and take that forward?
Well, we didn't win, so we're not high-fiving each other. But there's something a bit deeper about today than winning. So we'll use that as best we can. Doesn't guarantee anything for next week. So the message at the end was, we've got Melbourne next week, so let's get on with it. If they'll do that, we'll lick our wounds. Some of our boys will be out for a long period of time, and that's unfortunate and sad. But it's round 3, so we've got to keep moving forward.
Is Oscar Allen one of those concerns? He was clutching his knee for a while.
Was he? We might. Not at the moment, but now that you said that, we'll have to do it. We haven't had it. Guys will pull up tomorrow and we'll go through it. So I think he's okay.
I know he came on a bit earlier than maybe anticipated, but could you go from back-to-back subs to playing with you next week?
Maybe. And the reason why he's been sub is he probably doesn't have the capacity to play a full game. He's 18. We drafted him in November, and Ruben's a little bit different. He's got naturally a very, very fit boy with speed and endurance. But, Huey's a power athlete that can really explode. So maybe he can. We topped him up last week when he played 2.5 quarters today and didn't come off. So I thought he showed some glimpses. He had 2 shots. Chess had a shot a goal as well. So those, so DeLong. So those guys we'll keep investing some time and games into. Not to say they'll play every week.